Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Callum Doyle, mate, just been announced on Leicester Fan TV. Not Leicester Fan TV. Just been announced on the Leicester socials. Callum Doyle from Man City on loan to Leicester City. Locks, what do you take from this?
Well, it's one of them. We've known for a while now that it was going to happen at some point. A few people were getting a little bit worried because obviously we hadn't heard anything for a while. But no, finally here. Obviously, we said yesterday, a shame it's not permanent, but a loan will do. And I'm sure if things go well, and we get promoted to the Premier League, we'll probably go in for him next summer.
Yeah. Again, it's for me, it's a big sign. It's like a Cody, like we said yesterday. It's that big of a signing because he's been in the Championship the last 2 years. He knows what he's doing, and he's obviously picked us over someone like Coventry again to go to because he knows what the sort of plan we're going for. And like I say, I think nearly all the signings that we've done, obviously Cody, Winks, and Doyle now, it is showing that we've got some ambition and fight to try and get straight back up this year, in my opinion, anyway.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I think I said this a few weeks ago, and a few other people have said it as well. I think some players will look at Leicester now as a shortcut to the Premier League for them. Obviously, Doyle is a Man City player, but he was at Coventry. From what we've heard, there's been no Premier League teams that have come in for him this summer. So if he comes to Leicester and gets us promoted, along with the others, gets us promoted, and we go in for him next summer, then that's him now a Premier League player. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. The video's out there on Twitter, Reedy. So it's a very short video. There'll be more, obviously, but just a few words that came from Doyle in that very short video was, "I'm comfortable on the ball and like to make things happen. I like to bring midfielders into play and hopefully create chances." So that's a little brief snippet of what you can expect from Callum Doyle.
Yeah, again, I don't know too much about him, but like you say, he's been in the Championship for 2 years previously. He knows what he's doing, and like I say, he should be a starter now, going into the season. But people have been asking, is it too early for him to play tomorrow? For me, he's been in training today, hasn't he?
That's what we've heard. Yeah.
And he obviously was training, I'm guessing, with Man City previously. So I'm guessing he's not just started training. I think he must have been doing some work beforehand. So maybe we do see him tomorrow. You don't know. Be nice to see, but is it a bit early? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Obviously, remember the Premier League teams went back a little bit later anyway than the Championship team. It was only like a few days, wasn't it? Are they back now? Were they back Monday this week, I think?
Who? Premier League?
Premier League teams, yeah.
I think so, yeah, because it was a few days, yeah.
So it's a week. It's only a week, but no. Look, I think if he's ready, if he's fit, if Maresca's ready to throw him in, then I think he'll play. But if not, I think we'll definitely see him in Singapore in next weekend or whenever it is. So, but it'd be nice to see him, of course. It'd be nice because we said yesterday about will we go for like at least one half of the full strength team, and if that's the case, then we may well see him in a back three with Cody and Suter or Fass. I don't think Fass is back, but maybe Suter and Cody. Who knows?
Like I say, you'd like to see it tomorrow. Obviously, if we did, I think most fans that we spoke to yesterday did say that they wanted to see many of full 11 to begin with against Northampton to see what we can do. Does that mean that Doyle does fit in there? I'd probably say so. And then it just depends how we kind of line up with that, because if the thing is tomorrow, obviously I know this is a transfer thing, but if we go into tomorrow's game and we see the lineup and we do see a main 11, but there's a few odd players in there, would you say it's just for a fitness kind of basis on them players, or do you think this might be for the likes of, I don't know, Pratt being that team, or Luke Thomas? Does Maresca think this is where his first 11 is going to take him, or do you think we should see like a team that we know is strong enough for the Premier League, I guess?
Look, we've had one game against Peterborough, which was a behind closed doors. Maresca will know what he thinks is his best 11. He'll know in his head. He might not be right yet. He might, there might be a couple of players who are at the club at the minute who might prove him wrong over the next couple of weeks. But he'll have an idea of his best 11. So I don't see why we can't go with that. You look at players like Barnes, he's expected to go. So will Maresca, kind of include him in his best 11 in his head? But I think Doyle will definitely be in there, mate. I think, with the experience he's had 2 years now in the Championship with Coventry last year and then Sunderland the year before, worked with Maresca in the under-23s at Man City. I think Doyle will probably be one of the first names on the team sheet, if I'm honest with you.
Well, like I say, he's young, isn't he? So
yeah, and just quickly touching again on what I just said about Maresca working with Doyle. There's another quote that's come out from Doyle in the last few minutes. It's great to come to work in a place like this. I've worked with Enzo before and won the under-23s Premier League title with him. He improved me a lot, so it's good to work with him again. So, there's clearly a relationship there, obviously.
Well, that's perfect. Perfect to see, really, isn't it? Ross, we'll get you in, mate, if your signal's good enough. So we can try, mate. Let's see how good it is.
It's all right. It's not bad.
There you go. Go on then, mate. What's your take on this Callum Doyle signing? Because we've been waiting for it. It's here. And yeah, what's your take on it?
Very good signing. Like I said, obviously he was at Coventry last season, become one of their best players. Obviously they guided him into the playoffs. Not him, but obviously the Coventry side, but he was part of it. And obviously Sunderland, it was part of that. It was League One Sunderland, I think. Because remember Sunderland were in the League One, weren't they? So
they got promoted last year.
Yeah, so it's like I said, he's building. So he's done really well at Sunderland, really well at Coventry, and now obviously he's with Enzo. That's the main thing. You just said then, Loxy, about when he worked with him in the under-23s Premier League title. He's done that. So I think it was a no-brainer, really.
He's only got his career's only got better, hasn't it? Obviously, he won that. Then he went to Sunderland, I think, and then he went to Coventry. Obviously, he only just lost in the final. So
yeah,
he's just going to get better and better. And then, like I say,
did he play in that final? Did he play in the final?
I think he did.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken,
you know what?
Didn't miss a pen, did he?
I don't think he did. But you know what? You couldn't write any perfect. His debut will be against Coventry.
Yeah.
There you go. Hopefully he scores a screamer or scores a header.
Listen, defenders have a habit of scoring against Coventry. The last, Peltier. So
can I just say as well, according to Leicester's website, Callum Doyle will wear the number 3, and we know who wears number 3.
I'm trying to remember now. Please, it's
no. Faz.
Yep.
You know what? If my honest opinion, no, we haven't mentioned this yet. I think Faz. I want Faz to go. I don't care what people talk about Reedy or being obviously Johnny Evans is his secret son. Let's be honest. Your dad's Johnny Evans. Let's be honest. But you know what though? You've got obviously Suter and Cody and now Doyle. You look at that. You've got experience of Suter, the big lanky man. Experience in the Championship with Stoke. Connor Cody's done it all everywhere. Championship, Premier League, a lot of experience. He's going to help Callum Doyle as well. I just think Faz is a liability at a lot. First few games he wasn't, but after World Cup he has been. In my opinion, I think we should cash in selling Faz. Whether people say, oh, no, I don't care. I think he should go, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm gutted that Sonia gone to Atletico Madrid, but, that's one of the things. So
I was saying to Lox earlier that it just shows ambition because as much as I don't agree with it, I'm not the most positive side of signing Winks. It's showing that because we've brought 2 players now who's playing in the Premier League and a player who's been only getting better the last couple of years. There's no, like I say, all we need really now is one more striker, the likes of someone like Perot that everyone's asking for in the comments.
Yeah. Can I just say the reason we're not talking about Perot is because Callum Doyle has just been announced.
Yeah. Well, this is a Callum Doyle show. Yeah.
Exactly. Poor Callum.
Look, listen. There's been a lot of Leicester fans on Twitter the last few days, and they've really peed me off, right? Because they're getting frustrated and angry because we haven't announced anyone. Listen here, right? We signed Winks, we signed Cody, we announced them on the same day.
We signed four coaches on the same day.
Yeah, we're and
Kit launch.
just relax. Like, just relax.
You know
That's all you need
what?
to do.
You
Hold
know
on,
what?
Ross. Hold on, Ross. I'm not finished. My rant.
Oh, go locks.
Relax yourselves,
It's the
guys.
new
because
Jamie. Who's he
I
doing?
know there's only 23 days until the season starts, but we can't sign players every day. It don't work like that. If we did that, we'd end up with signings like Vestergaard and Bertrand, right? So just let the club do their thing, sort the right deals out, because we could sign a player quickly, but we might be paying over the odds. So
Well, this is a better window last year, isn't it?
well, yeah, exactly. Let's just calm down and let's just see what happens.
Clap.
because-
Yes, Locks. I can't clap because I've got my hand in my pocket. Do you know what, though, Locks? People, like, here's the thing. That's your name now, Locks. I don't care, right? People on Twitter are just idiots, right? This is the same Twitter that make out all these people or all this when they're not. This is the same Twitter that, the trolls. They got, I know he's not our club anymore, but they got Maddison off Twitter due to all the abuse. They got all the same Twitter that got Hams all the abuse, but back a few years ago at Liverpool. So, with the fact that people listen, we should listen to Twitter. We should give them a big middle finger to Twitter.
Yep.
There's only two ways you can go on Twitter. Jamie's uncle, Fabrice Romano, and then you've got John Percy, which is Jamie's mate, right? Any Leicester City news, people say, "Oh yeah, we're signing." We've just signed a centre-back. Two centre-backs, a centre-mid, a new manager, new coach. I'm doing mine now, Locks. Before
We are getting everything we've been asking for.
Exactly.
And now we're still moaning,
still
really. We are
happy.
still moaning.
Exactly.
Like I say, after Cody and Wings came in, I said, by the Northampton game, we just need to get one or two more in. And we've got it. We've got one more in, and he's a quality centre-back from what it looks like. So I'm happy.
Go on.
I'm happy to see what we've brought him in. Hopefully we'll get one more maybe by the end of the window or the start of the season. If that happens, I'd be happy.
Well, mate, we're gonna by the start of the season we'll have 3 more, I reckon. 3 more.
Again, but it's better than last season's, and we were in the Premier League last year.
Well, we've got a goalkeeper on the way. That will happen. And then for me, everyone's talking about strikers. For me, we need a creative midfielder. But we're not going to talk too much anyway about rumours, because obviously this is about Doyle. But the main thing is we've got him done. It's not permanent, but it is a year. And if we go up, then we'll be happy to spend a bit more money on bringing him in permanently, I'm sure.
Here's the thing. Exactly. Here's the thing, though. We're only allowed one more. If we're going to get another loan or anything from Man City, it's only one more from Man City. Can't be any more. Sure. But end of the day, we've made more signings in these last 2 weeks than we've done the entire 2 transfer windows. One of the transfer windows. People, I agree with Loxley. We just need to calm down. We're getting players that taking its time. Got Northampton tomorrow. We're not too fussed about the result, although it would be nice to win. It's about fitness, it's about stability, what Enzo's got, what he's looking at. At the moment, 3,500 going down, which is awesome. I can't wait to watch it.
And remember, things could be worse. We could be Leeds United, having lost a few of their players to loans, not even permanent. I don't know if anybody's aware of the situation at Leeds United. Just to give some context to one of our promotion rivals this year, a load of their players had clauses in their contracts that if they got relegated, they could leave on loan for a year. So a load of Leeds players are leaving on loan, no transfer fees coming in, and they've not signed a player yet. So
it's interesting as well. They've just announced their ticket prices. So how in the Premier League it's been capped at 30 quid, yeah?
Yeah.
So I said this a few times. I've said this to Reedy a few times. When Leeds get relegated, they will put their ticket prices back up. And do you know how much it is an away ticket now for an adult?
I saw
48 quid, something like that.
I'm not surprised. I remember going to Villa a few years back. It was disgraceful.
Huddersfield away.
To go Villa.
Huddersfield away, provided I can get a ticket, it's 25 quid.
But let's be honest, Leicester City will probably charge 47 quid.
I don't think
if people do it for us, we'll do it for them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the situation.
If Huddersfield charges 25 quid, I'm sure we should charge 25 quid. If Rotherham charges 25 quid, we should charge them 25. It should be that. Reading did that. I don't know if anyone saw that a few years ago. Reading only charged 20 quid for away tickets. So then the other clubs did it back. So anyway, enough about that.
Yeah, guys, appreciate you coming on. Obviously, Doyle signs for Leicester City. hopefully we get to see him tomorrow play against Northampton. If not, then we'll probably see him in Singapore playing the likes of Spurs and Liverpool. People are asking why we're not mentioning any other names. These shows are trying to be based on the players you signed, as Callum Doyle has just signed for Leicester City. That's what we're going to be talking about. And I don't know. That's the last comment of the day, Ross. What are we saying?
Oh, that's. I didn't know there was a stand without a roof.
Yeah, obviously my sister's boyfriend's a Northampton fan,
Right.
and there is. He can't go tomorrow.
Let's just say Bob not got the ticket in that end then.
Yeah, can someone tell me what end that is so I can check my ticket?
I'll do after this. I'll have a look.
Does it really matter?
You don't want to get soaked though, do you?
Damn, mate.
You don't want to get soaked.
Hey, I'll tell you
Bring
what.
a poncho.
I'm giving Reedy a lift, so if he's soaking wet, he's not
Oh,
calling my car.
Oh, right. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Did you just say you're giving Reedy a lift?
Yeah.
You so have to do some carpool Leicester City karaoke, Leicester fan TV in the car.
Well, that's not for this show, mate. We are going.
Well, good timing. Good timing. I'm about to get the bus, so
no worries. See you in a bit, Ross.
Bit, lads. Anyway,
Locks. That's where we're going to end it. But actually, no, we're not going to end it. Tom has just jumped in with his nice suit.
Ooh.
Here he is. Tom, before we finish, mate, come on.
I'm going to talk out, so I'll let you speak, lads. All right.
No worries.
Evening, chaps.
All right, mate.
Not bad. Not bad. You?
Yeah, I'm not looking as dapper, but you never know.
You know, you have to dress up for these special occasions, don't you, Reedy?
Yeah, like the Callum Doyle signing. Yeah,
exactly,
I need to get my dress.
Wedding day today, mate. Wedding day today. So interruption to the wedding procedure. It's a big announcement from the club and a statement, in my view. You know, going to get a kid, 19-year-old, lots of championship experience in the championship for Coventry last year. Easy, probably could be looking at a Premier League move this year. And no, he decided to come to Leicester and work with Enzo again, and he's got a good rapport with Enzo. So look, massive signing for me tonight. You know, it's what the club needed. It's another centre half. Does it sort of tell you that we were going to be letting centre halves leave as well in the next couple of weeks?
Again, like Locke said, he's apparently took the number 3 shirt number, so that is FaZe's number gone if he does stay. So maybe that means he's out the door. We don't know, but again, what a signing it is, because we're every single signing seems to be an improvement at the moment, because we just keep thinking, who else can we get in that's that quality? Because we're trying to get. I feel like we're going straight back up, aren't we?
A long way to go. We're talking about this earlier at the wedding. I'm talking to a lot of Wolves fans and Villa fans at this wedding. It's quite interesting to have a chat with these boys. Obviously, what's happened this season, and they've all said the same question. You're going straight back up, aren't you? And I'm like, it's a long way to go. It's a grueling 46 games in. And look, that's fun TV, Tom. I like that. Look, like I said, it's a long way. I'm not going to stand here and say, yeah, we're guaranteed, because at the beginning of the season, I'm not. There's still a long way to go to strengthen this squad to make us title contenders and make us an automatic promotion team. I've seen that enough teams go up with Leicester, and there's a lot more to add to this team to say, yeah, definitely going up, and we've done it. So look, a few more signs in the door, a few more out the windows, and I might sit here in 3 weeks' time before the season starts and say we're an automatic contender and we should be, you know, challenging for the title. I still think if we finish in the top 6, it's been a good season, and we go from there in the playoffs. Is that the situation? What for me, going up, you know, in the playoffs would be even more magical. Look at Forest. We've done it against Palace. We've done it over the years. It's a great experience doing it the other way. So look, a few more signings and I might stand and say that. But at the moment, look, we've added a quality centre half who is young, 19, but knows the championship. And that was something I said. We needed players to come in that know the championship game, know the grueling slog. And look, for someone who was playing regular for Coventry last year, that's a massive coup for me, because I still believe he could have gone to any lower half Premiership team and had a good season there. But no, he's come to us because of Enzo. So look, this manager is bringing in players because of his name. So it's a good sign.
Yeah, again, I'm not gonna deny. I think it's been brilliant that we keep bringing players in that look like more than just a championship side. So I'm glad.
Can I just answer this question, because that's obviously Phil or Jamie. This is wedding 1 of 2, so I'm pacing myself today, and we've got the kids. Tomorrow is the second wedding, and it will not be as pacey. And there'll probably be no chance if it went live that I will join you at this time of the night.
No worries, mate. Appreciate you jumping on, and that's where we're going to end it because Callum
Cheers,
Doyle has
guys.
signed for Leicester City. And see you in a bit, Tom. And there you go, guys. Callum Doyle has officially joined Leicester City on loan. Hopefully see him tomorrow. If not, we'll see you all down there at the ground, other than Ross, because he's not got a ticket, because we're brilliant and he's not. So see you tomorrow, everyone. And we'll catch you all on the next show. See you in a bit.